Hello, Jesse Good here, and today I'm reviewing my first LEGO Star Wars Summer 2017 set, the Jakku Quadjumper. This has 457 pieces, 5 minifigures, and retails for $50 in the United States. I got it at Target, and now let's take a look at the minifigures. So here is Unkar's Brute, and this guy is not exclusive, but I chose to take a look at him first because I didn't own him before. He actually came in one DK LEGO Star Wars book, which retails for around, $20, I would say. In a way, I'm happy that I have him now, but I'm also kind of sad that they reprinted that because those book exclusives, I think, should stay exclusive. It kind of devalues buying the book in itself, so I feel bad for anybody who bought the book. While it's a more expensive exclusive, maybe like a Comic-Con promo, yeah, I wouldn't mind you reprinting that because, a lot of people can't get that and it's not wide release. But if it's a book promo, keep it exclusive. So here is Rey. She has her staff, and this is the same version that they've been using since 2015. So I kind of wish they would have done a new face print or something. This face print is a little bit too neutral for me. It would have been cool to see her showing some teeth or maybe really angry. I don't know. But I still like getting the minifigure, and I love that new hair mold that they've been using since 2015 for her. So here is Finn, and this is the same version they've been using since 2015, which I think is kind of lame. I wish I would have done a new face print for him, because this one's very angry, which that's okay, using it in 2015 and some in 2016, but come on. We're already in 2017, and you're reusing the same design? I don't know. I feel like they should have changed it up a bit. Hopefully the Last Jedi sets will give that. I always love getting his hairpiece, though. It's one of my favorites, and he also comes with a blaster. So here is the Heavy Artillery First Order Stormtrooper. This design is the same one from the Battle Pack from 2016, except now it has this backpack, which is the same printing used for the First Order Snowtroopers. And here's his back torso print. And he comes with a blaster, and of course underneath we have the same old face of the angry clone storm whatever trooper. And of course we cannot forget about BB-8, who is the same design that we've been getting since 2015, but still pretty nice to get, because I love that molding with the little ball at the bottom with the stud on top, and then this little head at the top, which just looks adorable. So here is the Jakku Quadjumper itself. I like the coloring they used here with the dark orange clashing with that gray design. Other than that, there are some nice play features, including 2 cockpits front and back and a nice exploding feature. And we'll start with this cockpit up front. So here is the front cockpit. They have this nice windshield right here, which you can lift up, and also the ceiling, which you can kind of lift up, which is on a hinge. Now there's space for 2 minifigures in here, one in the front and one in the back. I actually have Unkar Brute's little gun right here, which this is the modern gun that they use in like LEGO Marvel Supers and LEGO DC Supers when they want to use a gun, but they're not allowed to use it in a modern setting. And on the sides right here, you can see there's a stickered control panel and a stickered control panel right there. So those just add a little bit of flavor, but they're a little bit hard to put on, honestly. Now closing that up, you can see these engines right here all have printed pieces inside there, and those are the circular tiles with the hole in the middle, and those kind of add flavor to those front engine designs. And there's even a 1x2 clear tile right there, which just adds a little bit of a light. So moving on to the top part right here, there's a nice stickered 1x2 tile, which I would have rather had printed, but it's still a nice design. And this little knob right here is actually how you activate the exploding feature. So you just push down on this, and both of the side engines explode. And you could reattach the wings just by putting them into the axle and pin connection like this, and putting this one in right here like this, and voila, there you go, it's all back together. And for those little engines, you could actually move these up and down as you'd like. So if you want to have it like this while it's in flight mode, you could go ahead and do that. Also to note, it does use one of these new smaller kind of corner plates. And in this light gray color, I believe it is exclusive to the set so far. Then again, I haven't looked at the other summer 2017 sets, so they might appear in those as well. There's also this little bottom wing right here, which you can move down if you'd like and position that as you would like. There's also this little sticker right here, which is a nice design that just adds a little bit of coloring and wiring to it. And even another set of stud shooters. And that's identical on this side as well with the stud shooter and the sticker right there. And last part we'll go on to is the back, which is just this little cockpit gunning area. And you can move this up because it is on a little hinge. And also this part up right here, which just lifts up like that. And you push this shooter out, and then you got another stud shooter. And those shoot pretty far. And looking inside that back cockpit, they do use some of those printed little 1x1 Star Wars circular tiles. And there's about space to maybe fit like one minifigure and cram another one in. There's even this little handlebar right here because there's no stud connection. Anyways, that's it for the build of the Jakku Quadjumper. And now let's go on to the packaging and then the final verdict. And here's the Jakku Quadjumper box, which they're still using that Rogue One kind of design, which they usually do. They use the movie design from the December before, then carry it all the way until the new movie release. So we'll see a new design with the Episode 8 boxes. And here is the instructions, which at the end show some new advertisements. So we got the one with the 2 buildable figures. We got one with the new sets, no exclusives though, and a little minifigure checklist of these new sets. And also one for the Force Awakens game. I think that's it. One thing I have to note is that the actual bags with the pieces in them have a QR code, which I don't know what the QR code was. It was just a whole bunch of numbers. It wasn't even the unique set number that's like 6 to 7 digits. Not talking about this one, but the other one. It was really confusing. I don't know. But either way, let's get on to the final verdict. So the Jakku Quadjumper, while it's an odd choice for a vehicle because it only appeared on screen for a few seconds, that's not the first time LEGO has done something like that. I mean, they've done other vehicles that have only appeared on screen for a few seconds or less. And the design for the Jakku Quadjumper itself, I see why they chose it because it does have kind of a unique design. I can't really pinpoint this to any other LEGO Star Wars vehicle, so I guess it's good in that right. And also the colors on it are a little bit different with this nice kind of orange brownish coloring. Now the design for the minifigures is probably my least favorite part of this set because you see the minifigures are not exclusive in any way. We get the same Rey, we get the same Finn, we get the same BB-8, and then they put the heavy artillery First Order Stormtrooper who appeared in a cheap battle pack. And then they put Unkar's Brute, which while I usually like it when LEGO puts hard to find minifigures in cheap sets, when it's something like a book exclusive, I don't need that in a set. I would like that to stay exclusive because it kind of devalues the book itself. And the books that DK releases with these promotional minifigures are usually $15 to $20. They're relatively cheap. So for me, it kind of seems like a waste to put him in there. I mean, yeah, now I finally get Unkar's Brute, but I feel bad for people who just bought the book for the minifigure. It would have been cool to maybe get a new design in there. Like I said, it would have also been cool to get new designs for Finn and Rey. The same facial expressions are used here that they've been using since the first Force Awakens wave in 2015. And while we might get some new ones for The Last Jedi, it's kind of lame. You know, I wish we would have got some new faces here. But I understand why they did it, because all the Force Awakens original sets are phasing out, so this will be a way to keep those original designs on the market. So all that considered, I think the design of the ship itself is fun to play around with, especially with that exploding play feature. I wish a little bit more things blew off, and I also like the space that's inside with the front cockpit and the back kind of shooting area. So I'll rate this set a B. I think the design for the ship is fine. I mean, it's not amazing, but it has a fun play feature to it. But the minifigure selection is relatively weak for a $50 Star Wars sets because a lot of more expensive Star Wars sets have some nice exclusive minifigures with some cool designs. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.